Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. Before we get started with the review of this Netflix movie, I want to let you know what's coming up for this week. Definitely Spider-Man Far From Home review is coming up. I got my ticket, IMAX, on Tuesday, so expect a review Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning. We got NBA free agency that started. It's been a whirlwind already, even before it hit 6 p.m. So I may do just a initial video for that, just for all the signings that we have so far. Hopefully, nothing breaks while I'm recording this. So far, Kawhi is still on the board. Jimmy Butler, I believe, is still on the board. Tobias Harris, but a lot of big names off the board, and I'll do a video on that. I also recorded a retro review where I go over old movies that I really enjoy. So the first movie is The Bourne Identity, and it's the first in the Bourne trilogy. Really love the movie. I talk a little bit longer on that one because I spoiled the movie and just talk about it basically. This is going up on Monday, so it is July 1st. Happy birthday, B! If you do watch this video, I hope you enjoy your day. Live it up, have fun. Let's get into the intro. Hello, and this video is about Then Came You, a Netflix comedy. It's a little dark at times because it does focus on terminally ill person, starring Asia Butterfield as Calvin and Macy Williams from Game of Thrones as Sky. And no, she's not kicking butt in this. It's actually a completely different role from her character Arya in Game of Thrones. Um, Calvin, he's a hypochondriac, and he thinks he has cancer. He Every time he sees something different with his body or whatever, he panics. He goes and gets tested for cancer, and it turns out he doesn't have cancer. On the other hand, Sky is the one who's sick, and she's terminally ill, and she gets her diagnosis at the beginning of the movie, and she handled it really well. Like, she didn't panic. Like, her parents looked worried, but she just was carefree about it. She took it in stride. She understands that she's dying, and she just was like, you know, she's making the best of the situation. Um, Calvin's situation got so dire that they actually put him in a cancer group, um, and that's where he meets Sky, and they're polar opposites. He's afraid of everything. He's really quiet, reserved, nervous, and she's in your face. Like, she really gets in his face when they first meet. Like, you're new, what you're doing, and they form a friendship. At first, he's hesitant to hang out with her, and she's just really persistent with everything. And during the focus group, during the group, they come up with essentially a list, and Sky calls it her die list, the things to do before she dies. And we don't know how much time she has. They never really discuss it in the movie. She just knows that she's gonna die soon, and she's just doing whatever she can. And the list has silly things on it, like get hired for a job, get fired from a job, um, just punch someone in the face, just weird stuff, get arrested, just different stuff like that. And I really enjoyed the film because of the characters. The cast is really solid. I'm not going to go over all the names of the people, but when you watch the movie, you're going to be like, oh, I know him from that movie. I know her from that movie. And it's a lot of that with the cast. The plot is good. It's not difficult to follow. It's something that it makes you feel good while you're watching it because of the things that's going on, the friendship that develops, the fact that Sky is able to get Calvin out of his shell and make him make decisions, and it's the opposite effect for Calvin on Sky, where she acts like she doesn't really care about things. She just does what she wants. You see that she does care about not only Calvin but the people in her life and about repairing, relationships. And there's times where she does try to use the cancer card and get things done because she has cancer, and she tries to influence Calvin to use that card as well because he did go to the group, so naturally everyone thinks he has cancer, and it takes him a while before he can tell certain people like he doesn't have cancer, but it still works in his favor. And that's a lot of the comedy in it, where he does things, gets in trouble, and then is like, oh my God, you have cancer. Sorry about that. Keep fighting. And, they play off that a few times in the movie, which is great. Of course, it's somebody who's terminally ill. So, there's going to be sad moments and, those moments where the character is weak and they pass out and, eventually die. And this film has that type of stuff. And it is emotional watching the things that happen and, how the bond gets stronger. It's not a romantic comedy. There is romance on the side, but not between the two main characters. It's not a major focus in the film, but it does do a good job of adding it in. Overall, the music, solid music choices during certain scenes where, it just really fits and it just brings you into the moment more. I wanted to switch it up on Netflix. I was watching a lot of action films and a lot of thrillers, and I wanted to go with something different. And just when this popped up, it was different. It says teen movie, but it's not just a teen movie. It has real life problems and issues that it deals with. Not only with Calvin's family, but also Sky's family. So there's deeper meaning in this film. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good watch for anyone who's interested in a little comedy, but it has those emotional pulls to keep you invested in the characters and what's going on in the film. It's called Then Came You. Check it out on Netflix. If you watch it, let me know what you thought about it. Leave comments. Also leave comments about other movies you want me to watch, that's on Netflix, or even if you want me to do reviews for things on Amazon Prime, because I also have Prime Video. So if you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments. I'll do a review whenever I get a chance. Thank you for listening. Deuces.